the left-hand side of the grid, you'll see the red and black helmet of Chris Catman Turner, black overalls, big Vodafone sign on the back of it as well, and the black overalls of Brad Philpott with his familiar red and blue helmet. And then Danny Henney will be starting in 12th place with the red overalls there, just making his way into his grid spot with the Top Gun Maverick-inspired helmet design there. Certainly one of my favorites on this grid, and I no doubt will be a fan favorite as well. Spanner's there, making his way onto the grid behind Henney as well. White helmet for him, so he's coming up to his last heat of the day. And this will certainly confirm his place in the A-Class final if he can bring it home in the top three once again and make it 3 for 3 with a first and a third so far today. So the marshal indicates towards the starting lights. The red lights come on and they go green. We're underway for heat number 7, and it looks like Chris Catman Turner's got away very well indeed. He's diving in between the two front row carts, and I thought for a moment he might well be leading by the time they got out of Degner, but it is not the case. It is the white helmet there that is leading the pack, although I do believe Catman's got himself into second place there, and diving for the lead already side by side as they come through Schumacher's, out of the hairpin and into the next sequence of hairpins. Philpott now vying for the lead already from 6th on the grid. We're coming up towards the end of lap 1. And Catman trying to work his way onto the podium as well, as Philpott takes a very wide line on the exit of that final corner and charges his way towards the first corner. And potentially a little bit of a mistake there, as he didn't have the best of runs through Degner, but that's not going to halt his charge whatsoever as they head into Barney's. It looks like it's Aston Cow who's taken the lead already from that one. So Aston Cow and Philpott vying for the lead of this one, as Philpott's tucked right up behind. Could be an open door as well for the third place car to try and come through as well. Down the inside goes Philpott and takes the lead of heat number 7. No response there from Aston Cow as he tries to take a tighter line through the exit of that hairpin, but nothing to be done. Is that a black flag being waved there for Philpott for that contact? That's going to be a controversial moment, I'm sure, as it looks like he's trying to wave Aston Cow back through, maybe because there was the slightest of touches between them as he made the maneuver for the lead down into the hairpin. If you touch those barriers at Luna, that will definitely get you an immediate black flag. But look how close the third place car has caught up to them already. Really making maneuvers there, as this is now a three-way battle for the lead. That's David Hatton there, beast energy very much engaged for him. The black helmet there with the green trim. And Philpott goes into the pit lane, so it was indeed for Philpott, and Aston Cow retakes the lead of the race. And now it's going to be Hatton going for the lead, but there's a yellow flag down the straight and into Degner, so they have to put up their hand and acknowledge it. So there was no way through for Hatton down into Degner. That, of course, promotes Chris Catman Turner up into third place as well, as the leaders are just coming through the yellow flag zone down at Luna, as the marshal looks like they've had to move that barrier again. That's the back marker that's leading that pack with the green helmet there. So it is indeed the white helmet of Aston Cow that is leading this race. And now they're all going to get bulked up behind the lap traffic. Aston Cow goes around the outside. David Hatton able to follow him through. And look at Catman. Catman's caught right up to the back of them and is now fighting for second place in this race. Lost a little bit of time there to David Hatton though as they went through the bank. But Hatton, not the best of restarts there, I would say. Philpott is right behind them. He's lost no time at all. Despite his pit lane penalty, he's in 4th place there and still has a shot at victory in this one, I think. With the speed he has, he will surely rein in that top 3. So don't count Philpott out for another victory just yet. But let's keep an eye on Catman's progress as well in 3rd place. It looks like Hatton's just started to close up on Aston Cal there as well. So it's very much as you were up at the front of the field, but Philpott starting to rein in those top right. And I'll tell you who he's bringing with him, Danny Henney, right behind him as well with the red overalls as well. They're in 5th place. So this could get very tasty very quickly. Aston Cal doing a cracking job at the front of the field on this one. So far repelling the advances of David Hatton. The gap was just half a second though as they came across the line once again. A 2.5 seconds back to Catman, who's now got Philpott and Henney for pretty close company. So I think this is Catman's podium challenge that's about to come to an end here, as he's got the 2 fastest drivers in the Missed Apex stables bearing down on him as they rise out of Schumacher's. Now this could be the opportunity for the leaders. Hatton really thought about it going into the home hairpin, and Aston Cal, a hand up there for Hatton, just I guess to apologise for any contact that may have happened on the way into that hairpin, but he's really looking for his opportunity now. Is there going to be one here down into this penultimate hairpin? No, Aston Cal has it very much covered off. And a late one down the inside of NHS hairpin. Can he get the lead? Yes, he can. David Hatton leads in heat number 7 after that brilliant move into the hairpin and is through into the lead. Behind them, Philpott and Henney have gone through past Catman as well. So that is a change for 3rd, 4th and 5th. Aston Cal looks like he's not done with Hatton yet. He might try and get him back into Barney's. Hatton's been very quick there all day, so no way through for Aston Cal just yet, but a great run on the exit of the corner. Though they're coming up to another opportunity down at the home hairpin. No opportunity taken though from Aston Cal as they head into the left-hander of O'Rossi. He is not letting Hatton get away though. And the more these two squabble, the more that Philpott and Henney are going to close in on them as well. I wonder if they're aware of that. Put the lap times in and try and pull away here. And actually did get quite a nice exit out of NHS hairpin there. And that may well have just done what he needed to. Philpott and Henney still very much trying to close that gap now. Still 3 minutes left on the clock. How much are Henney and Philpott working together? They're not squabbling for a podium place. I know if they both probably feel pretty secure in their place for an A-class final. But one of them could improve their positions if they work together to close down that gap to the top 2. A bit more lap traffic getting involved in this as well. So Hatton's turn now to be the one to meet the traffic down the inside. They both go through, very nicely done. Car number 7 keeping well out of the way there. And there is a battle going on for 3rd place because Henney's trying to get alongside Brad Philpott there on the way into that final hairpin. And there was no way through for him. So Philpott hanging on to that 3rd place spot for now, but it looks like they've decided that the victory is out of reach and they should just focus on who gets to stand on the podium. Very much into the closing stages now, only 2 minutes remaining in this race. It's still absolutely nose to tail between that top 2 though, and still nose to tail between Philpott and Henney for 3rd place. So 2 great battles happening at the front of this field as they're also trying to navigate the lap traffic as well. It looked like Philpott got a little bit more balked there by the traffic at the hairpin than Henney did. Oh dear, and for the lead into that final hairpin, Aston Cal trying to get back up the inside of Hatton. There was a bit of a bump there. Hatton was able to repel his advances for another lap, and just in time as well, because there is the checkered flag. Hatton is able to hang on and takes his first victory of the day, and Aston Cal takes 2nd place. That was a cracking battle between those 2, and it looked like Philpott just got the final spot on the rostrum there after a late battle with Danny Henney.